Hey guys, Nick here with another episode of the REI Rockstar Podcast vlog series on the Ucity house, and we have some progress to report. If you're buying houses and you're not putting a little yard sign out saying that we buy houses, that's free advertising that can't be taken down because it's in your yard. That is just a little pro tip here. Make sure that you're putting that out there if you're doing houses, because we've gotten some calls off of that from neighbors. And we would be missing out on those calls for sure if we didn't have that out there. So pro tip number one for this video. Anyway, we got all of our plans in, architectural drawings into Ucity, and turns out some huge like 150 apartment building turned in their plans like hours before us, and so it took a couple days for them to get to ours. And then the snowstorm, and then you name it happened. So it took a little bit for us to get a final permit, or not a final, but to get our permits for this house. But check this out. Finally got them. It is posted clearly here in the window. And we are jamming and ready to go. So we got our guys working over there this week, and we have progress. It is mayhem over here right now. It is definitely not the cleanest construction site. And that's not advisable. Obviously, you want to try to have as clean as job site as you possibly can. It's just good for safety. It's good for organization. It's good for guys' productivity. And it's good for morale for the guys working over here. However, we kind of have 2 or 3 trades working at the same time. And the reason being is because generally you want to do your framing first. Then you want to do your plumbing, then you want to get your electric, and then you want to get your HVAC, and then you can get all the finishing work stuff done, right? That's kind of the progression for working with trades. However, a plumber got COVID. So if you want to think about another kind of delay that we could have over here, please don't put that in the comments, because it's probably going to happen. We've had all kinds of delays, and it's just kind of part of doing what we do. However, it is frustrating. So we're not nearly as far along as we'd like to be, but at least we got some progress and we got our permits in. So this is the header that we put in. We took out this wall and they put in a really nice header with 7 2x4s right here, and there's going to be 7 on the other side as well. And that's really nice. It makes this already feel so much more open in this room. I'm looking at the kitchen and I'm standing in the dining room, and we're gonna have a little island here. The sink's gonna be here. We're gonna have a row of cabinets in an L shape on that side of the wall. That window is gonna be gone, and it's gonna look like a really nice kitchen. We're gonna have tons of cabinets. It's going to be real nice and open. We've got 4 what are those lights called? Can lights, excuse me. 4 can lights in there, 4 can lights in here. So there's going to be plenty of light. And yeah, so we got all most of the framing done. They got to come back tomorrow, and framing will more than likely be completed tomorrow, if not the next day. HVAC, all of the duct work, all the tin is going to be in by the end of the week. And we've been talking with the plumber, even though he had COVID. You know, typically they're going to go first. But since that wasn't the case here, we have been coordinating with the plumber to make sure that they're putting their chases and they're putting all their routes for all the tin and all the electric and all that kind of stuff in places that the plumber's still going to be able to put his pipes. So it's just a workaround that we got to do, and that's really nice. So yeah, we got some progress here. People are working. The roof has obviously been on for a while. All the windows are in, and all the siding is right here in our front living room here. We've got all of our materials in for the exterior siding, port mouth, shake, and shingles. So it's like a shingle siding that we're going to have. And that's going to look really nice. I'm glad we got the roof on when we did, because they're saying that now there's a 23-week backlog. So if you got to put a roof on, order that baby now. 23-week backlog on roofs and siding, and some suppliers are going down to just 4 colors on siding to make manufacturing process easy to keep up with the demand and the backlog that they have. So pretty interesting. Order your stuff now. And also, wood prices are still increasing and making wood framing that much more expensive. So in any event, we got a lot of progress here. You may not see it, but there is work being done, and I'm really excited that we have all this stuff in, and that the framing is almost done, and the mechanical stuff is going to be done as soon as this guy gets over COVID. I'm not laughing at him. I'm sure it was not fun to have COVID, but what are you going to do? Keep trucking. So in any event, yeah, if you want to stay up to date with this project, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and want to hear from you in the comments. Put a comment in like, hey, you're doing crappy work, or hey, you're doing great work, or can't wait to see the end. Or if you have a suggestion that maybe we didn't think about, love to hear your comments and your thoughts. Nick signing off for another episode of the REI Rockstar Podcast vlog series on the Ucity house. Until next time.